Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video will be a bit different because usually I don't do videos in English, but because I'm going to submit this video as the write-up, I think there is a write-up competition also going on for the challenges that people have solved. So I'm going to submit this video to that. That's why I'm recording this in English. So let's see the first challenge, web challenge, that is CTFC. So I have downloaded the zip file. Let's extract it. We will unzip it first, then we have the challenge file, and the name is not visible properly, I think. Okay, so let's open Sublime Text, and here we have the challenge file, we have the Docker file, and we can see that there are some environment variables and the port 80 is exposed for the Docker container, and we have the main challenge file. And let's see it first. And here is the app.py file. There is another files which is the models.py file, which basically I think handling the sign up and session and everything. Yeah, so basically that is the user registrations and everything, sign up files. And there is the route file which is defining all the routes that this web application has. So I think only the so sign up sign in only supports the post method. I don't think there we are going to get anything back if we send any GET request to this. And there's other files which is, I think, if I can zoom in, so there are templates file and for all the pages, and there is one static file which is not relevant to this challenge. So let's see at the main file. So this is a basic Flask application, and basically the environment variable set up with the secret key, that is I think the flag, and there is a MongoDB client. So hopefully we can see some NoSQL injection and everything. There is a function called create challenge, and it's inserting some values into the database. It's inserting 3 values, and we can see that for the third one which says that it released false, and we can see the flag is being set here. And there is a wrapper function which checks the user login, and I think the so whenever we logs in, it will render this function. It's a decorator, so you can see the same check login function is used as a decorator in the dashboard function as well. So basically what it will do is that it will, if the login is successful, then it will render that function, this function. If not, then it will render the dashboard. So there is one register function, one login, one logout, and submit flag. So yeah, so we have two options. We can check whether the flag is correct or for the flag is wrong. So let's see the web application first. We can create a Docker file, obviously, if we can just cd into it, and then we can do is that Docker build with the T with the tab for the Docker image, and we can build that locally. And also we can just see the challenge file from here because the challenge is still up. So let's see the challenge first. So this is the application. I think I have already logged in, that's why it redirected me. So let's first register here. We can give any name, say this, and we are now logged in. We can see that there is a flag submit button here, and what we can do is that we can just try to submit this file, this flag, sorry. Yeah, we can submit this flag to check what this function is doing. So if we do this, there should be a so for this challenge we can just submit that, and we get a pop-up saying that this is the correct flag. If we say anything else, then we will get a wrong response. So what we can do is that we can open the developer console by pressing the Ctrl Shift and I together, and we can go to the network tab and we can try to submit the flag again. If we press submit, we can see a post request, and if I can zoom in, yeah, so you can see that the request is like this. There's a ID for the challenge, I think, yeah, and there's the flag. We can see it raw, so this is just sending a JSON payload, and we are getting the response. And if we send something else, say the incomplete flag, then we can say that we can see that the response is wrong flag, and there's nothing much else to do. So what we can do is that we can try to inject some NoSQL payload to check what we can do. So let's go to the payloads of all things and look for a payload. And we have to search for NoSQL injection, and we're just going to test for the basic JSON regex. Say we try this, and if we send something like this in the flag, for this flag we know that it starts from C, so if we do this, we get a wrong flag. Okay, let's see the payload again. Okay, let's try some simple payloads, something like this. Say the flag is not equals to null. Okay, it has to be some kind of trial or error, I think. Let's try this payload. One thing we can do is that we can just copy it as curl, and then we can play with from our terminal and see what we can do. So let's try for this. This is the wrong flag. Okay, and challenge flag, and then let's try to craft our payload here like this. And okay, there's some problem with that. I think it's better we open the burp suite. I will just turn on my proxy. Okay, let's try to reload the page. Okay, I can just add it to the scope and then enable the filter. Okay, and let's try to submit the flag again. And we got the post request, and let's play with it. We can do something like this. Let's try to change the flag. Okay, so I was writing the payload wrong, so the payload should be like this. What I was doing earlier is that I was trying to put the whole thing inside the parentheses, but it's wrong. We have to send it as another object like this, and we can check whether this is correct or not. And I think we can also do this not equals to, then I think it's null, and it should be correct flag. See, the flag is correct. So this is for id2, and for id2, where is the Firefox? Yeah, so for id2 we know the flag is already like this, CTFC. So for if we put say 1, then it will be wrong flag, say not equals to. So if we just put it here, the rejects one, and we send it, then it should be the correct flag. And say if I put f, it should be also return. Okay, it's false because the second part is CT, it should be correct. And if I put anything else, say 4, then it should be wrong. So using this concept, we can try to check whether this flag exists or not. And we know the flag format the flag should start with the word integrity. So I can put I, and it should return correct. Then NTIGRITI. So we know the first 10 characters of the flag, so it's correct. So what we can do is that we can brute force our way to check whether we can brute force our way to get the flag. So the easiest way would be to, I think you can use the repeater as well, the intruder, and you can craft a payload from that and try to brute force the flag. But I would but I'm going to use Python because it's much more simpler for me. So let's write a get flag script, get of shebang line, and we need requests. Okay, then we need the URL. The URL should be this, and we have to create a session, so we don't have to log in our way again and again. Okay, so let's look at the request first. So we have to send our cookie like this. So let's define the header first, and we can set it as a dictionary like this, and I think should be like this. Okay, and we know the first flag, first 10 characters of the flag should be integrity, then this. Let's double check it. Yeah, and what we can do is that we will get this endpoint, and we are going to send a post request. So we can do is that using the session object, we can create a post request like this flag with the URL, and then we can send, I think it's JSON data. Yeah, so we can say JSON equals to, then we can do the payload, and for the payload we can define something like this. We can just copy it, paste it here, and see whether everything is correct or not. So let's pass the headers as well, and then print s.text. Okay, payload. Okay, sorry, there's a session object. I forgot how to print the session object response. Okay, so I was doing it wrong because it should be response, and then I have to do this rookie mistake. Okay, the flag is correct. So what we can do is that we can write a brute force our where for the flag, and for this I can use string library to get all the printable characters. So I can do this from strings import printable. I think it's something like this, and I can assign it to alphabets to printables. Let's see. Okay, is this, and it should be this. Okay, let me check. Okay, so this should work fine. Okay, and what we can do is now we can use this session object to send all the requests, and we can do something like this. One more thing, I think there will be some false positive because string.printable contains the star. So as we are using the regex pattern, so the star means the star is going to give us some false positive. So what I'm going to do is that I'm just try copy this. I don't think this will be inside the flag, so I'm just trying to copy this, and instead of using this I will just use these characters, and I'm going to remove these things because these are regex pattern, as I mentioned, and they are going to give us false positive. So this I think this will also give us some false positive. The star will be false positives, and this should this can give us false positives as well. And I think yeah, we are good to go, I think. Yeah, so what we can do is that now we can do for character in alphabets, we can change our payload from this to here, and we can say that it should be sorry, not here, f string, and we will just put this whole thing inside the flag plus character, because we know the flag and we want to brute force the next character. That's how we are going to update the next character, and we want to send this as the payload, and the request would be the same. And after let's print the flag first, and we can also do the f string thing like this, say flag, and then flag. We will send the request, and if what was the current response, so if this in response.text, then we are going to do flag plus equals to char. So if we get the correct response, then we will add that character to the flag. And we are also going to do something like this, say we're going to start a while loop, because we don't know what is the length of the whole flag and everything. So we can do is that while flag dot ends with, I think, while we are not hitting the last closing bracket, until we are going to hit the last closing bracket, we are going to brute force all the characters we have. So yeah, I think this should work. and let's try to do that. I hope it works. Okay, the response doesn't. Okay, sorry. So for this I will just print the same thing here. Yeah, so let's try to run it again. Okay, this shouldn't happen. What I can do is that I just make it a while unbound while loop, and I will just check it here. Say if flag, the last element of the flag is this, then I will break it. And I think, okay, so what I can do is that we can do this. If the last character is something like this, then we will break it, else we will no, this part will be else we will continue, and then we will break. So we can, in Python we can do this, we can do else in with the for loop as well. So we are checking that if the so we are checking if the flag, the last character of the flag is this, then we will break out of the first for loop we are using, and this condition will be false, and we will break out of the last while loop as well. And if not, then we are going to continue like we are doing, because this will, when this loop will ends, this else block will be triggered, and the continue will this continue keyword will keep running the while loop. And I hope this makes sense. Let's try to run it again. There is some problem. Okay, so there is a printing issue. I did a mistake. This should be like this. It shouldn't be here. It should be here. It should be here for no, when we will get the correct flag, then we are going to update the flag. And I think we can do flush true. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, so these characters are getting in our way, because these are all rejects character, and as I mentioned, they are going to break the script. So I think I have to remove them as well. Let's see. Okay, the script is working now. This will take some time, and what I did during the main challenge is that I will show you. I add multiprocessing to the same script. So I use the concurrent futures library with the thread pool process, thread pool executor, and I just made a function, and I send all the things directly to the thread pool. And I think I used 5 parallel processes, so it was a bit faster than this normal script, because because for this it will brute force every character inside this list. So I think there are 88 characters, so for every position this script is going to brute force 88 characters, so it will take some time. But if we are running this locally, it hardly takes 10 seconds, I think. So I will resume the video when the script execution is done. Okay, so the script execution has done and we got our flag, and that was it. So it was a basic SQL injection, NoSQL injection challenge, and yeah, it was a pretty easy challenge. The main part was to find the proper injection point and to identify how to exploit this particular injection point. And earlier what I did wrong is that I tried to send this as a whole string like this, and that was the main issue, because we have to send it as another object so that MongoDB can try to execute this query. So yeah, that was it. And if you want the script, you will get it on my GitHub. I think I have updated it. Sorry, no, it was in the challenge page. Sorry, it was in the YouTube channel page. You can visit here, and I will add the link to the description as well. And here you can see the CTFC challenge, and you will get the challenge file, and you can try to solve it on your own. You can just spin up the Docker container, and if you are doing this before 23rd November, I think you can also see it from the Intigriti page. And you can just build the Docker file, and what I will do is that I will add another build script which will automatically build the Docker container and run it on localhost 1337, I think. Yeah, so yeah, that was it. You will get the get flag script here as well. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next video.